All right.
Hello! Hi everyone! Good evening! Welcome to the stream! Today, we are making an alcohol alignment chart. And I know you guys all know me as your resident time traveling alcohol enthusiast, not alcoholic. But I just enjoy alcohol. I don't know a whole lot yet. Or maybe, yeah. So I'm gonna need help, guys. And right here beside me, I've recruited Zell to be the one to help me out to make this chart. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, Zaharo. Hello, my name is Zal. I'm the local teleporting dragon bartender, mixer through and through. It's a pleasure to be here, Nym, and here to help you, guide you on making and assigning this alignment chart of alcohol. So thank you very much for having me here at your space zone or your little like area. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for accepting. Woo!
I know.
Guys, I've captured a bartender.
I see everyone. Oh, the good evening. Oh, that's a cute. That's a cute.
You know what's funny is that
cute
it only
greeting.
works
Mhm.
in the morning and in the evening. Morning and
Oh.
evening. I don't have anything in the afternoon.
After.
That's why I never stream in the afternoon.
After Nym.
After Nym.
Wait.
It doesn't work the same way.
After. Okay, all right. It doesn't work as much.
How much did you pay him, Nym?
No, it's okay.
Zal is
it's
here
okay.
against his will.
It's on. It's what? Oh, it's on the house. Okay,
On the
you know.
house. That was if you gave me drinks on the house at your bar, I don't think your bar would last very long.
Well, yeah, my bar is unfortunately in debt a little bit. I kind of owe a certain sparrow a lot of money for certain shipments of
Oh,
alcohol.
no.
And I still haven't quite paid her off yet, but so it's fine. It's fine, it's fine.
Great.
The purpose of my bar, the purpose of my space is meant to be a talking area for people just to relax and talk about their week, really, because usually I do my weekly streams on Friday. So I usually that's when I come back home from like my day, my like normal day to day.
You heard that right, chat. If you have you wanna talk to a bartender, you don't have to do it in person. You don't gotta touch grass to do it.
Yeah, and I also do sometimes will shake and make drinks on the spot. Now I don't personally see a lot of VTuber bartenders actually making drinks on as part of their content. So I was like, I'm gonna change that.
It's actually like really relaxing. Maybe because I look at the alcohol, I'm like, this is great content.
Oh, I'm glad. Honestly, I am really glad that it's something that can happen, or like something I've created a space that is also nice and warm and welcoming, or depending on how crazy it gets, I guess. It depends. I'm actually gonna, I am gonna go grab that mimosa.
Let's
Give me a
go.
second.
Oh wait, I forgot to
going
I forgot to tell chat too that I'm drinking, but I think chat already knows that.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Sure,
okay?
sure. Take your time. Hello, chat. Okay, I'm drinking sparkling white wine, which is very fancy. The usual. What do you mean the usual, chat? We always assume you are drinking them. Look, you can't let me talk about alcohol without drinking alcohol. Right? We gotta drink.
Alcoholics.
Alcoholic club alcohol. Alcoholics.
Yeah, that's like who I mean, I don't, sometimes I worry if it's a little too like adult themed to call it, but at the same time my bar is supposed to be an adult theme, so I just call like I use the hashtag Zalcoholics for all my cocktails that I create on Twitter, and then I call some of my really closest followers and bar patrons Zalcoholics. So I have right now in my hand a mimosa, kind of. It's a hard apple cider canned drink with a little orange juice. So I need to actually shake it up a little bit. But
That's
I will
perfect. That
sip
is
on this
perfect
while we make.
for a morning drink.
Yes, that's why I'm coping and saying that I can drink this in the morning because it is a mimosa.
It's a mimosa. Mimosa's a morning drink.
Exactly. I had it this afternoon.
Chad, you don't start your
night.
day without a mimosa.
Advisory for people here also, if you, depending on where you live, make sure you check your legal laws about alcohol and the legal age of drinking. I know in America it is the age of 21 and over. Make sure you drink and do not drive while you're drinking. Make sure you drink responsibly and always hydrate.
See, that's a thing. It's a good thing you say that because I don't tell my chat that.
I'm just trying to be a responsible bartender. You know, my purpose is to make sure that people have a good time.
Like
that
my
I
chat's
conversate with them.
clapping. Like finally, a responsible adult. Finally, a responsible adult.
I will. No, it's one of the. If I don't say that stuff, I might lose my job. Okay.
That's true. You do it for a
Right.
living. That's the difference.
Like,
I'm just
even though
a random
even though I
alcoholic.
Yes,
You
but
are a bartender.
Even though I have like a teleporting bar, doesn't mean I can get shut down by the authorities.
Yeah.
Sometimes the bar just does not want to teleport. Next thing you know, I'll have a shutdown bar, and I don't
I
want.
mean,
to,
I can
don't
tell
want
you
my
guys to
bar shut
drink.
down.
They can't stop me from drinking.
Well, I will encourage you to, drink responsibly, but just add a little bit of fun, a little bit of looseness, while we
Yeah.
talk about this alignment chart.
All right, alignment chart. Right. I forgot about that part. Right. So I do have different alcoholic drinks. Although I didn't include cocktails because that will be forever if we actually included
Yeah,
cocktails.
you are
yeah.
so correct. There's way too many
There's
cocktails out in the
too
world,
many.
too.
So like the mixed drinks, I didn't really include it. It's mostly like things you could drink straight up. So
We're talking like
Yeah.
the base spirits, right?
Base
Essentially.
spirits.
Yeah.
So
There is actually, like, in terms of all the cocktails in the world, there are actually, like, I think close to just 7 or 8 classic cocktails, and then everything else is just a riff off of those. Actually,
Oh.
believe it or not.
So what are the 7 basic?
I know the ones that I'm super familiar with, like the daiquiri, a sour, a daisy, and there's also like all plenty of riffs on Manhattans, I believe, and also I think there's like I can't remember the one that is usually sparkling, like with soda. Highballs, kind of like
yeah.
highballs a little
Yeah.
bit, but yeah, everything's like a riff on a riff usually in the cocktail world. So
That's interesting.
if I could
Cool.
make an alignment chart someday, maybe I'll invite
You could
you
do it
over
for like
to help me out with
cocktails. Yeah.
that.
That'll be fun. Yeah, last time I did this with coffee. And I'm
Oh.
like, now it's alcohol's turn.
So did you do like streams talking about the history of coffee or things like that?
It was mostly just me putting random coffee drinks. I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, okay, black coffee, true neutral. Espresso,
That's me.
chaotic, good.
Chaotic good.
Where did I put
For
espresso?
espresso.
I don't even remember. I do remember putting like a Starbucks Frappuccino and like chaotic evil.
Oh, I 100% agree.
I
That is just a
remember like
shit-
this is evil.
That is just a sugar bomb that like I can't stand, honestly. Where did you put Americanos? By any
Ooh,
chance?
I think I put it on like it's either lawful neutral or I think lawful neutral. I feel like I did put it on lawful neutral.
More recently, there's been a coffee shop down the street of my bar, and I've been ordering like Americanos more recently because
Americans
I don't,
are good.
because like usually around this area, when you get served like hot coffee or like iced coffee, it's usually I'm scared of it being leftover coffee because people are sometimes cheap out. At least for an
Mm-mm.
Americano, I can actually see them making the espresso shot and then just adding hot water, and it tastes. I think it tastes better actually.
You
You
know
know.
what I've tried recently?
Mm.
It was that's really good. Americano that it has cinnamon and orange.
Orange peel, like
I
orange juice, orange peel, or
I think it's
that
just the
sounds so cool.
peel. I'm actually not
That
sure. I got it.
sounds
I had it at a cafe. And I'm like, this is so good.
cinnamon and orange
Cinnamon and
peel.
orange. Because
Do
they
you
have
know?
done it with lattes. Some cafes
Ah,
put an orange peel in the espresso and then they pour the latte. It is
oh,
interesting.
that's like that gets me really curious too. I wonder like what kind of beans there are. You know, oh, I wanted to also mention how actually, if you really, really enjoy coffee, and like bitter, like you don't mind the bitterness of coffee, uh, you were mentioning how you wanted to get into whiskey. Actually, coffee and whiskey are very, very like close brethrens, actually. And I remember I one time did a stream a while ago where I asked people what their preferred like hot drink, do they like coffee or tea? And then I asked their preferred method of having that prepared, and then I tried my best to create a cocktail out of what they requested. So, because like if
Whoa.
someone said coffee, I'm like, I think they will do okay with dark spirits. Like if and then if they said like they like it sweet, I can definitely do something that's more on the sweet side and sour. But if they liked it dark or black, it gave me an idea to do a stir drink or more spirit forward. And if people like tea, I can go with a white spirit essentially. Sorry,
Ah.
I'm dumping like
No, no.
bartender
I'm
brain.
ex- no, I need please dump. Please dump it. Because I do like
Yeah.
to also make like casually make drinks at home. So I am learning a
Mm.
lot.
Well,
This is all a
I'd be
ploy.
glad to
This was a
help.
ploy for me to get your knowledge.
I'd be glad to help out, you know.
Yeah.
Is
Okay,
US
chat. We
there
have
a
we have to
sour
move away
coffee?
from coffee. I'm sorry I went on a tangent. You know,
Oh,
we're
someone
just
said
gonna
like, is
put it
there a
in
sour coffee? It's
sour
like, isn't
coffee.
that like just
Okay.
acidity essentially? But okay,
Essentially,
yeah,
for
it's
coffee,
acidity, right?
there's like four main flavors that you would get, and that's
Mm.
acidity, sweetness, bitterness, and astringency. And
Mm.
acidity, basically, most coffees does have
Mhm.
acidity. It does tend to be the darker you roast your coffee, the less acidity you get.
Right,
Because like the
right.
more darker the roast is, the more bitterness comes out. So
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
Oh,
there is sour coffee. You can drink sour,
like
especially if you like drinking pour over, like filtered coffee.
light.
Those are mostly sour. They do have
And
a
like
lot of
light
acid.
roast, right?
Yeah, light roast.
But it also has the most caffeine.
That is true. Did you
Right.
guys know that filter coffee has more caffeine than espresso?
Oh, really? Is that
Yes,
really?
surprisingly, filter coffee just because I think the water stays longer within the coffee. Like
Mm.
it has more caffeine than having an espresso.
So it's really about the heat, right?
I
The
think it's
amount
just
of heat
about
you
on how
use.
much you can extract from the coffee grounds.
Oh, okay. So that basically means my French press coffee, I'm getting the most caffeine out of
You are
it.
getting a lot of caffeine from that French
Let's
press.
go. Okay, I'm ready for alignment chart
Let's
time.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are different types of like there's more under
Yeah.
beer, like lager,
Mm-hmm.
ale,
Right.
but we don't want
We
to
don't have to
confuse
worry about that.
ourselves. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
go with just beer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, I don't like beer.
Well, there's a lot of different kind of beers, right? As you've mentioned, but
Mm-hmm.
like the connotation of beer when you order at a bar, it's just like you just want a cold one. People just want a quick cold one, just to like that's something that's crisp, refreshing, or something that's like pretty like just easy to drink. That's why beers are usually very, very popular, right? They're
It
bubbly, easy to
is.
drink, and people like I don't know how many people actually like the flavor of it, but it's easy to drink, right? It's refreshing because it's bubbly, and now we gotta choose an alignment for it.
I do
This
think
is
that beer is goes very well with food, right?
true. Oh, fried foods with
Fried
beer?
foods
Mm,
with beer. 'Cause
mm,
I
oh
do
my
like
god.
beer. Like I
Yeah.
would never drink beer on its own, but
Mm,
with fried foods, it does
yes.
change.
You are so right.
I
Like
feel
I
like
would
then again, I think it's because I do tend to buy obviously cheaper beer and not
mm.
the
Well,
expensive, craft beers, and maybe that's why I'm like I don't like beer.
do you sometimes pick up like Japanese beers like
Oh, I
Asahi
Asahi.
or
I do like
yeah.
Sapporo beer.
Yeah. So like Sapporo and Asahi, those are always my go-to to drink with food, right? Like fried food. But I'll never go out of my way to buy like a bottle of Asahi like for home or my bar to drink,
Yeah.
you know. But what I would go out and out of my way to drink like casually are like IPAs, which are like more bitter, but there are some good craft IPAs that have a lot of interesting flavors, I say.
Mm,
There's a
mm,
lot
mm,
of
mm.
ways to make a good IPA, but there's a lot of beers to explore in the craft world, but it costs more. All right, so
That's
the
true.
general alignment
Okay.
for beer.
I feel is
This
it a
is
lawful thing? I feel it does feel
it's
neutral, doesn't it?
it's certainly a neutral, and I don't see it as a chaotic. But at the same time, because of how universal it is,
Should
I'm
we
not
put it
sure I
at
can put
true
it in like
neutral? Would you
well,
would
I am not. Hmm. I'm like in between the lawful and neutral because like
or true and
people are
neutral?
always people are always like, when it comes with beer, it's just like I guess it's an easy thing to order,
Yeah,
right? But
it's
hmm,
beer. Everyone has at least. I feel like everyone has at least tasted it. I mean, if you
true, you're
are
right.
of age, and
Mm,
some
hmm
like most of the time, I think you'd probably have had beer
mm.
or at
Are
least.
we allowed to like as we start adding more things, are we allowed to move things around if we change our if we like
Yeah,
rediscuss
why
things?
not? Why
Okay.
not? We
You know
could
what?
move it around. It's not set in stone.
hmm Okay. I think I'm comfortable right now putting it in a true neutral
True neutral. That
right
is, I do think that in terms of like popularity, maybe
now.
beer.
True. I think it's just an easy go-to.
I
That's
like
what I
how the
say.
underage
Right.
people in my chat just like, yeah, I have tasted beer. I'm sorry, Walker.
Hey, if it's in a setting with like family and friends or like a safe environment, I think social drinking with family is an important step in understanding alcohol, like being
Yes.
responsible with alcohol
Yes.
too, right? So, all
I
right,
mean,
all right.
I don't really mind if you don't like alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the type to like pressure people to drink.
Same thing. Well, like part if I usually if someone says like they don't like alcohol, sometimes I just the kind of like problem solving part of my brain would be like I just want to know why a little bit, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
so like it obviously could just be a simple reason I don't like the taste, right?
Yeah.
And I try not to offend people and try to say, oh, why don't you like the taste? It's like that's kind of a rude thing to ask someone that you're not like super familiar with, right? I think so. The easiest thing is just to be respectful of their wishes. But if I had friends who, don't like alcohol, sometimes I have a little bit more room to push and say, is there what do you don't like about it, right? And like it could be like a family thing. It could be bad experience. It could have been this they never like that kind of stuff. So I ramble.
No, no, no. Ramble more. No, because you can make like cocktails for people who don't like the taste of alcohol, right? The more sweeter type of cocktails, the one where you don't really
Yeah.
taste the alcohol, basically.
Yes, 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 yes. It's just there to give it a little spike, right?
Just a
And I
little
actually
some
my
some
my
spice.
my roommate actually is, he doesn't like the taste of alcohol, but he doesn't mind drinking. So now it's like it's actually a fun challenge to try and figure out a way to balance a good amount of sweetness and like still make it taste like a cocktail, right? With a little
Yeah.
bit of that spike. Because unfortunately, my tongue is kind of far gone, and that I'll drink the heaviest stuff, like straight up. My training arc
You
of drinking
have
heavy
tasted
spirits has.
probably quite a lot.
I mean, I only started really doing bartending stuff and mixology stuff like 3 years ago, actually.
Oh. Wait, can I hear your origin story?
Oh, sure.
Your
So which one?
bartender
Do you want
origin
the bartender?
story.
Okay, bartender origin story, essentially. Okay, in a nutshell, right? I went to go visit a craft cocktail place for my birthday, and because I saw a bunch of YouTube videos of really cool Japanese bartenders, and I'm like, that looks so cool. And I'm like, I wonder if there's a craft cocktail bar in my area. And so then I went to a cool bar that was with like a bunch of friends. I saw like a really cool picture. I pointed to the picture like, I want that one. And they're like, cool. And then they brought it out and it was gorgeous. And it was also a gin cocktail, and I had a very bad experience with gin because my Dragon Papa tried making me a gin cocktail, and I thought it was absolutely disgusting.
Oh no! Oh no!
So that
Dragon
scarred
Papa.
me. That scarred me for a long time. But then I decided to order a cocktail out of gin, and it completely changed my idea of what cocktails and alcohol was. Just that one drink, like presentation, company, aroma, smell, flavor, and just overall like setting. Like it hit me. It was like an epiphany kind of thing, right? And I was like, I want to try and make that. And so I started from the bottom.
This sounds like an anime plot.
Yeah.
This sounds like the beginning of like a slice of life bartending anime.
I mean, not far off. You're not far off in like me wanting to like actually tell more about my story, a lot more of my story. And like after tasting the top, I went straight to the bottom and like I was like, I'm gonna make an old fashioned. I bought my first bottle of whiskey, poured it, tried to make it, and just like shivered of how strong it was. And I'm like, I got a long way to go, but I persevered and I invested in it, and I'm very happy with
now
where
you're
I've gotten.
here.
Yeah, and like I'm not even at the apex. I'm not even like at the top, you know. I respect. I have to say, like, I'm not like a professional bartender. I'm not actually in bars working like the nights and stuff. So I have to give my utmost respect to the real bartenders out there who are like doing the hustle and bustle. You know, I'm simply a home mixologist in my own little like neighborhood bar that like I offer my drinks to the virtual world.
Oh, that's me. That's me in
No.
coffee. I don't act. I
Mhm,
don't. I definitely don't work at a cafe. I just do it at home.
Right. But like I have the utmost respect for the people in the field, you know. Mhm.
Oh, apparently
Okay.
there's an anime about wine tasting. Or wait, no, a manga about wine
There
tasting.
is?
Yeah, Liko Kun.
Oh.
You gotta link that. You gotta link that manga. Put it on my Discord, Liko Kun. I'd love to know about that wine tasting manga.
See how people joining in. Hello.
Hello,
people.
Henpai. Welcome,
Hello.
welcome.
Hello.
Okay.
We are.
Wait, we are in beer. I'm gonna move on from beer to spirits.
Yes.
Because I think the top, I mean,
Okay.
the main types of alcohol is like wine, beer, and like spirits, right? Like the main,
Yeah,
like above
I
the
think so.
umbrella, I guess.
The main consumer
main,
like
yeah.
alcohol, I'd say, right? Yeah.
You don't
Okay,
work
what
at a
is next?
cafe? Oh no, I mean I do. I have a diner. I forgot my lore.
Of course.
I mean,
No,
of course, I
yeah.
work at a cafe. What do you didn't
Well,
hear?
my bar.
anything.
I mean, my bar is very, very tiny. It's very exclusive, actually. So it's kind of hard to find, you know, and like it can only seat like 10, 10 people or so.
That's a good
be
good
honest.
bar. very tiny. You know,
It's
that's
a
like
nice cozy.
that's
cozy
most
bar.
Japanese bars.
I like that small bar vibe. You know, I
Yeah.
really do.
Okay, speaking of gin, Zal, gin,
Mm.
gin,
Gin.
gin, which is
Okay.
made of juniper, right?
Yeah. A very, very distinct flavor of gin is the Christmas tree flavor. You know, it tastes like a Christmas tree.
That's
is what people
true.
say, right?
Yeah.
And it comes from that juniper berry, but it's most common in what are called London dry gins. So there's also a bunch of types of gin actually.
Yes.
And
It's
so
very
this is-
it's a very deep hole chat alcohol.
Yeah.
we are mostly doing in general but there is under each type there are very very many you know more specific things.
Yeah. This one here, actually, this image right here does a really good job just illustrating some of the gins here. Actually, I see an Old Tom.
I'll
see
be honest,
like,
I look
London
at this
Dry.
and I only know Bombay Sapphire.
Bombay Sapphire is
Come
very,
on,
very
you know,
Christmas
it is,
tree.
it is that is also one of like the pop like the known ones, right?
All right. So an alignment for gin.
A gin.
So,
Okay.
I
I like gin
I-
tonic. I do like gin tonic.
I think this is like interesting because I don't have a good grasp on what the public opinion is of gin. So because personally I think it's lovely. I think it's I'd much rather people be drinking gin than vodka. Okay.
I do like gin. I used to not like gin until I had a gin tonic. For some
Yeah.
gin tonic
know-
changed my mind.
So personally, I'm really feeling a neutral good here, actually.
Was
To
it
be
new?
honest, for
Would we
me.
say is it chaotic?
No, I don't think it's chaotic. There's nothing like dangerous. Like okay,
Like how you said
the chaotic archetype.
dangerous.
I mean, probably if you had asked me 3 years ago, I would have put it on like evil or something, you know, like lawful evil. But you know, my opinion has changed quite a lot of it, and I think it's a very respectable spirit, and I'd much rather people drink this than vodka, because vodka.
Vodka.
I think neutral good, personally, but what do you think?
I would put it in good, but I might be biased because I do like gin. Neutral good.
I think
that sounds good.
if we both feel it's in the good area,
neutral
then
good.
that's good. We can
That's
discuss
great.
it if it goes
we
left
can
or
change.
right from
Yeah,
there.
we could change depending. Oh yeah, Liko Kun. Just send me the title of the manga on Discord. Thank you. Wait, chat. Have you guys had gin, chat? Except for I know I do have underage members in my
Right.
chat. But for those who can't drink or have you tried gin? Let us know your I don't know what you think about gin. If anything. Never. Walker, you
It's,
don't. Well, I'm sure Walker is underage, so.
What's up with the? No. I'm currently like researching and checking out something really quick. I'm researching something right now. Give me a second.
Research. That's what we need.
Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second.
Tasty.
Oh.
I feel like there aren't a lot of, like, maybe I don't know. Just for me in general, I don't hear a lot of people raving about gin. Or or I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't know a lot of alcoholic enthusiasts.
I just think people are afraid when it comes to alcohol, especially in like the United States. I think people are afraid of tasting something. So, which is kind of like weird to say, but I'd much rather people try gin.
Yeah,
you know?
try it. I feel
It's
like
interesting.
obviously if you want to get the taste of a spirit, you do have to take it straight up, just
Yeah.
a shot.
But I
But
also think
yeah,
that's why gin and tonic, like a
that's
well-made
good.
gin and
Yeah,
tonic, not like someone pouring Sprite in gin. That's not a gin and tonic.
it
I'm
has to be
talking
tonic
like
water.
good tonic water, good gin, and then like a little bit of like a lime wheel maybe.
Mm,
Mm. Gin and tonic goes such a long way on a summer evening.
it's
So
great.
crisp and refreshing. Okay,
Okay,
want to
next.
move on to the
Okay,
next
move on.
spirit.
Next spirit. Oh, this is one of my favorites actually. I like rum a lot.
Oh, rum.
I like rum.
Why is the rum always gone?
The rum does give a vibe of like the pirate
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah, this one this one's an interesting one to go. This can go all over the place in my opinion.
Really? See, the thing is, I don't normally drink rum on its own.
Usually I won't
yeah.
either.
I would drink it as a mixed drink. I love it
Mhm.
as a cocktail, but would I drink rum on its own? Not really.
Yeah. I have there's one rum that I have drank just like as a shot. I'll take like rum shots sometimes, but those ones just kind of give me shivers a little bit because they're so full
It
of
shivers
flavors.
your
Like,
timbers.
shivers my
It
yeah.
shivers your
It
timbers.
shivers my timbers quite literally. It's always so full of flavor, and rum is essentially created from like sugar cane and molasses actually. And
That makes sense
so
why
that's
I
what
like
gives
it
it
then.
it gives it a very a very like caramel flavor almost. And then there's a lot of different kind of rums, like for example Jamaican rum, that have this they have this what everyone calls like this funk, and it's like bananas essentially. Like Jamaican rum has like a lot of like funky banana flavor. Like this one
Funky
right here,
banana.
this Appleton Estate is like, I think it's like a Jamaican rum. It's not as strong as like some other ones, but like the one that I love a lot is Smith and Cross, and it's just so
Ooh, I'm gonna
potent.
I'm gonna have to list that down.
It's a potent.
Spiced rum is
potent,
great.
Um,
I like spiced rum.
I have my own reservations about spiced
Really?
rum.
I like spiced rum. Maybe I don't know. I like a
guess
bit
in
of
general-
spice in my life.
In general, I might have a bit of, as a bartender mixologist, I might have a few reservations about additive alcohols.
Yeah. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
But I guess at the same time, you could consider gin as an additive alcohol because it's just simply, well, okay, everything is an additive of vodka. I can talk about that when we get to vodka.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
Wait.
okay, so an alignment for this.
Where? I wouldn't say it's. I don't think it's evil.
No.
Is it? No.
I think
not
it's
evil.
chaotic though.
It is chaotic. Is it chaotic good or chaotic
have-
neutral? Should we put it in neutral or a chaotic good? Okay, this might also again be biased because I do like rum. I want to put it in chaotic good. I do see Chim in chat did say chaotic neutral for Chim in chat.
Well, I guess what's the definition of like it being neutral is like how widely accepted it is, right? Maybe
Yeah,
it seems like
maybe
right
maybe
now
like
our
how basic. I
benchmark
would say
is-
neutrals would be like how basic
Yeah.
it is, right?
Yeah. Well, like, because like it's also like if we put beer here, because it's just so widely known in a way, but it's also not offending, right?
Yeah.
It
Oh.
seems like beer is like if we're gonna be starting to use beer as like as a benchmark, I could like rum being because I agree with the chaotic because like it's like cocktail, you gotta do it in a cocktail. Taking shots of it are dangerous, but it's pretty widely.
Yeah.
But I'm also reserving it. I'm reserving potentially something for tequila, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. Maybe we can just like.
Okay, you know what?
Put it
I think
in
I can hover. I can
hover
hover into chaotic good for this.
good for now, and then
Yeah.
we'll see. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Chim. I'm putting it in good. I think it's good. Also, hello, Name. Welcome to the stream. Also, Pablo and Dark Crafter. Welcome, guys. We
Hello,
are
hello,
we are
hello.
alcoholic drinks down. There's some more to go, and I also have to add in more types of wine, which I don't have photos for, but I will copy paste it on the stream, so don't worry, chat. Well, next. You know what? Yeah, maybe we should just go with the vodka. Vodka. What was that sigh? Do you not like vodka?
I despise vodka. It is in my... If I had all the power in the world, I would put it in chaotic evil, but in this alignment, I would honestly just put it in neutral evil, personally.
Okay. I also don't like vodka as much as other spirits. If I had to pick, I wouldn't pick vodka. But if there was nothing else but vodka, then yeah, I drink the vodka.
Well, yeah.
Do you not
actually,
mix
I
with vodka
I wouldn't
that often?
even. I do have some cocktails that will use a specific vodka because the vodka that I chose has a very clean but almost peppery, minty flavor hints, actually, which is really interesting to me. That's why I used that specific vodka in a cocktail. And there are grades of vodka, actually, that I am unaware of personally. So, but
Interesting.
I wanted to mention, because like almost every spirit in this list, like whiskey, gin, rum, all start as vodka, actually. Right.
Wait, what is vodka made of?
Vodka is essentially just any neutral grain spirit
That
I'm
you
pretty
ferment.
sure, or neutral starch spirit, right? Or honestly, I think it's just anything neutral that you can. Excuse me. Oh, the burps and the carbonation.
That's the mimosa.
Yeah. Anything that has distilled, I feel you can turn almost anything into vodka as long as it has a starch. I think, because like you can make potato vodka, you can make, if you use wheat in the things like that, you get like basically like a vodka base. But that turns into, because you made your vodka out of whiskey, you put that in a barrel, you get bourbon. Or if you get like, if you get any like grain or starch and you just distill it, and then you add like tea leaves and juniper berries, you get gin. Like that's like
so vodka's
how you
the
get
basic
gin.
bitch that we don't like.
It is the basic. It's the I'm gonna be whatever you want me to be, and also people still drink it, just straight up, because people like the quote unquote neutrality of it, that they don't taste anything. But you know what
But
I
it's
taste?
boring.
I just taste rubbing. I just
boring.
taste rubbing
So
alcohol.
Neutral evil.
Yeah, I think it fits in neutral.
Neutral evil. Like, it's like,
personally.
what's wrong with vodka? So what is wrong, with vodka?
What's wrong with vodka is that there's so much more flavorful things that you can
have
try
instead
and
of
experience.
vodka.
Yeah, there's a big vodka has done a very, very good job marketing themselves, you know, to say that they are the beginner spirit for everybody, you know.
But
and
it's
in my
just
opinion,
shit.
people people start when it comes to some of the other spirits, it's like people start thinking they don't deserve to try better spirits, you know, and they just go with vodka. I'm here to tell you, you know, you should try some of the other stuff, you know. I think it'll be worth your while.
Vodka,
I mean, vodka can go well in some cocktails.
Yeah.
You can just add it to any juice and it
to
becomes
anything
an alcoholic
basically
juice.
because vodka always appeared to me as like, you know, those like college parties where you just have random juices, random sodas, and everything is just added with vodka just to spike it.
Hey, I was there. I was that. I thought I was the shit making like screwdrivers and like sex on the beach.
Like,
I thought I was the coolest person, but not really. I really was not.
Vodka does have a college party vibe, gotta say.
Yeah. It is though just the most neutral and most boring and just straightforward, you know, like spirit, to be honest.
But why would we not put it in true neutral then? Is it
well,
just
I think it's evil because
evil?
it's I think it's just more from a retrospective, you know, kind of retrospective like position. I just think it's I don't
It's
think
just
I think it's evil. That's
it's
why
overrated.
I said it's evil. I think it's evil because it makes people think that they can't try other things, you know. Never tried vodka? You don't have. I mean, you don't have
You
to,
don't
but
have
you
to.
should. You
Actually,
could
yeah.
try it here and there. I'd rather you just have soju, honestly.
Soju, bruh. Okay, should we put soju next? You know,
Sure, because you know
I-
what? I like soju
I
better
like
than vodka.
soju. my chat
It's just-
knows I do like soju a lot.
Yeah, soju, like just straight, just normal flavor soju. It's just sugared vodka, to be honest.
Ah, I thought soju was rice.
Yep.
Is it rice?
So original soju was rice. Yes, original, like the OG soju. Oh, Kakura, hello.
Hello,
and
Kakura.
but like most soju now is simply just vodka with a little more water and a little sugar.
I have been
the
fooled.
process has
I
been-
actually thought it was made from rice.
I think the original recipe is rice, but I think most popular brands, I don't think they do rice anymore because it
The
imparts.
flavored sojus are really good though.
Yeah,
Are those
flavored
just like
sojus are great.
flavoring and vodka?
Yep. It's just
Oh, no, I've
flavoring,
been lied to.
vodka, and water. Because like vodka is typically 40% spirit. Most sojus are 20, right?
Yes,
So
they
that
are.
means it's watered down.
It's watered down vodka.
vodka with juice, like, or flavoring. But
Oh
you know what?
my god, I'm honestly my mind is blown because I like how I'm like I don't like vodka, but I like soju.
Yeah, but
am I a hypocrite?
no, I think dropping the ABV just makes it a little bit more enjoyable. You know.
Okay.
So.
Why did I choose fresh to represent soju? I don't like fresh, but I think it's iconic. Because what does fresh mean, right?
Fresh? I don't know. Yeah.
Like, what
I
does
am
fresh
curious to
mean?
someday. I am curious someday to try maybe like a soju that is made from rice or something, or if they are still made from rice. Honestly,
The OG
Yeah.
type. That would be
Like an
interesting.
OG,
I did not know it was watered down vodka.
I feel
I'm
whenever
second
you use
guessing my
rice,
taste now.
whenever you get into rice, like you're gonna be like more crossing into like sake territory potentially.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
I think this is lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral. Yeah,
We haven't decided a
I could see that as
lawful
lawful
kind of thing.
neutral. I could see it as
Because
lawful.
everyone just accepts it, you know. It's kind
Especially
of
like
in the VTuber sphere.
the flavored ones, you know, those are really popular. Those are really good.
Yeah.
And
I
I
don't
think
mind
that's-
like grouping the flavored ones in with this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just soju in general, with or without flavor. I will be honest.
Oh,
the
If
original
it is,
soju is
actually
like,
technically, if we're like really talking about like including the flavors in this, and it's just like flavored vodka, we should just put in neutral good with gin. Maybe.
Should we separate? Should we do like flavored soju and this is just plain soju?
I mean, if we could do with just plain soju, I mean, just put in neutral evil. Right?
No, okay.
You know what
We're
I'm saying?
going to consider the flavored ones as well.
If we-
I
yeah,
feel
we're gonna
like because when
consider
you
the
say
flavored.
soju, I feel like people will think more of the flavored soju,
Yeah.
the different soju flavors.
Strawberry, peach. So what's your favorite?
grapefruit,
What's your
grapefruit.
favorite?
I like grapefruit.
You like grapefruit? I actually like peach.
Peach is good too. Peach is like the
Yeah.
safe. It goes with anything. You can mix it with anything.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the coffee one is not that bad.
There's a coffee soju?
There's a coffee soju. You have to, okay, if you look through my VODs, I have a stream where I tried 16 flavors of soju.
Oh my. Just sips, right? Just sips.
just sips,
Right.
just sips. Right, Chad?
Okay,
just
okay.
sips.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There is, I do.
Ma'am, I'm gonna
I
ask
have,
you that you make sure you have some water by your side.
Yeah, right, Chad. Yes, of course. Nym is the soju connoisseur. I did try 16 flavors of soju. Let me tell you, until today, I don't know when that stream was, but until today, I still have leftover soju from opening
Ooh.
16 bottles.
All right. I do think neutral good's an okay spot.
Neutral good.
Personally.
Yay!
think it's
Okay,
good.
because I like soju,
Yeah.
so that's good with me.
Mm-hmm.
Neutral
Okay.
good.
Next.
Next. I guess we could put sake. Sake.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
think-
really drink a lot of sake. I've
Mm-hmm.
tried some, but I wouldn't like. I've never really had a proper tasting,
Yes.
of sake. So I don't know what to look for. I just drink it. I'm just like, okay, yeah. I don't even know if I like
too-
cold or hot sake. Like I don't know. I don't know yet.
I too have started learning about sake actually. It's been a very recent journey. More like actually just the summer and tasting like what sake is. And there's also again like with every spirit we're talking about a bunch of different grades,
There
And-
are. That is true.
and it's some of those grades are honestly like the high grades are really tasty. And sake does have, because it's made of rice, it has the kind of has like a malt, like a partially malty flavor, but also musky sometimes. Some people might describe it as a off flavor in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally think, yeah, if you've ever used sake in cooking, though,
Cooking
that's
it's
delicious.
It's delicious. But should you?
Mhm.
I don't know if you should. Like, I don't drink cooking sake.
Well, sometimes I'll just get like the cheapest sake that I have and just use that.
You
as
just
cooking.
use that one.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. It is
Yeah.
so good in food, though.
Yeah.
Sake,
And that
I
flavor,
don't-
that flavor is essentially that's like the sake flavor without alcohol. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see. I see what you mean. I do want to do like a
Mm-hmm.
sake tasting. One of these days, maybe. I will have to
Mm-hmm.
somehow look for something. Wait,
I
but
don't
do
mind
you have
helping
you
out
tried
with that.
like hot or cold sake?
Yeah, I have.
Wait, which one would you prefer? Or it just depends
I
on
think
the
I
sake.
do. I think I do prefer cold right now, just like for it being refreshing, right? I have tried like some
Mm-hmm.
warm sakes, and it's interesting. It is very interesting, right? But it's not like my go-to, I would say.
Because normally, like I don't really drink alcohol warm.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only warmed alcoholic drink I've had was like what is it, mulled wine? Is that the one that's like spiced and
wine.
and hot, and that's amazing in the winter?
Yes.
We don't have winter here,
Yes.
but I just imagine it's amazing in the winter.
Yeah, mulled wine is so
Mulled wine.
delicious. I'm feeling for. Actually, what are you feeling for this one first? Actually,
Sake just feels, I don't know why, it just feels lawful to me.
I feel it's lawful as well. I
It's
do
either
think it's
maybe
actually.
a neutral, or maybe is
I
it? I don't
am
know.
feeling. I am feeling in the good for sake.
Lawful
honestly.
good, lawful good.
Our first, yeah. So like, in terms of the good of all the other like things in here, right? Gin, soju, and rum. Even though there's not like, I don't think there's like a distinct hatred of these spirits so far, right? It's either like you like it or you
That-
don't, or you know.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard someone bash sake, but maybe that's just
Yeah.
me being surrounded by weebs. And that
Yeah.
might be why I've
Well,
never heard it. I haven't
it's
heard
not-
bad things about sake.
There's obviously going to be people that like will like hate it, right? But I don't feel so strongly from like my using bartender sense a little bit. It's like a I like it and neutral about it. So it's more on the good. Whereas like with beer, it's like I love it, I hate it, right?
Yeah.
know, And I
Or
don't
like-
think no
like
one likes
vodka's
vodka
an
actually.
evil.
When people drink vodka, they're doing it for a reason. They're drinking it to get effed up, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
So that's like the thing that I have in my head for this for good, neutral, evil kind of alignment. So yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds great. Okay, moving
Mhm.
on. Tequila. Me and my mamacitas.
Yeah. Oh, I know where this one goes.
Okay, so I didn't
Completely.
include mezcal and all the other
That's
like
fine.
agave, spirits because I think tequila is the most widely
Yep,
known
that's
one.
okay. That's okay. I know where exactly this one goes.
Chaotic, 100%.
It's absolutely chaotic.
chaotic.
Absolutely chaotic. And I don't think it's evil. I don't think it's good. I really
It's just
strongly feel
neutral.
a neutral, chaotic
It's
neutral.
just chaotic. It
You know,
it
it's like
is
what
just
my-
it's just a
It really is
chaotic
chaotic
thing.
neutral. Because here's the thing, it's amazing in cocktails, right? But like, it's also so popular as a shot liquor.
It's amazing.
right?
I like it as a shot.
I actually, my go-to is shot tequila. You know, I
Out of
actually have a
all
bottle.
the
I have a bottle of
spirits?
tequila right here.
Out of all the spirits, I would shot tequila the most. Like I would like that one
Yep.
as a shot the most out of
Me too.
all the other spirits.
Because it actually has flavor. It has a very nice. It has a very distinct agave and sweet flavor, right? But that's also why when people, you know, with a very common phrase of people saying, "Oh man, tequila f's me up." It's
Yes.
there's a science to that. There's a reason why. It's not because it's just tequila, but it is also because it's just tequila. Tequila is very, very high in sugar, much higher in sugar
wait,
content
that's
than
why
other
like
spirits.
I don't know, being hungover from
Yes.
tequila is terrible.
Yep. People don't expect
Terrible.
it, but like it's simply because you are not drinking enough water with your tequila compared to other spirits. Because tequila has more sugar, and sugar was it hydrophilic or is it hydrophobic? Hydrophilic. I think it's because
Ah.
it absorbs water.
I get
Yeah,
maybe
'cause sugar-
if it philic
Philic
absorbs maybe. I don't know.
absorbs, so therefore it dehydrates you more. You know. So that's
Huh.
what. That's guys. If you
You
want
know
to do shot
what?
tequila,
Tequila.
just drink more
yes.
water.
You know
But I
what
love-
I've
I
noticed?
do
This
love-
might just be me, but
Mhm.
I tend to feel drunk from tequila a little bit later. So
Mm.
I drink a lot of shots and it doesn't hit me until a little bit later, and so I
Mm.
tend to drink way more than I should, just because I don't feel it as fast, and suddenly it all hits at once, and I'm like, I've had too much tequila. I
Yeah,
don't. It might
strawberry
just be
Moscato.
me. It might just be me.
Mm. I think everyone's like digestion of alcohol is obviously different, but it's also like how fast you break down your sugars, the sugars in the drink, you know. So maybe it's just your digestion of
Maybe
sugars
it's
is a
me.
little bit slower. So,
Do you wait?
Yep.
Can I want to ask. Do
Mhm.
you have different reactions to different types of alcohol, like in terms of when you're drunk, or are you just like one type of drunk? You know how they say, "What type of drunk are you?"
Oh, yeah,
me,
I do.
like,
I have
it
different
differs.
parades.
It differs
I have
in what
different
I'm
levels.
drinking.
Yeah. When I'm at like a good buzz drunk, like I'm a very, very, very talkative drunk, right? When it gets past just buzz talking, I become a very like talkative, affectionate drunk.
Ugh. But does it differ for like what you drink? It's because I tend to be, for tequila, I just tend to talk nonsense.
I think
I'm just like
I
very
think
loud.
it's maybe because of the cultural. Maybe it's just like the cultural like,
Maybe,
connotation behind tequila.
maybe that is
In a way,
true.
'cause,
It
like,
is a party. It does feel like a
If
party.
I'm taking shots, I'm like, I'm taking shots. Let's go.
Maybe
you know,
it
kinda
is the
stuff.
shots. Maybe because when I don't know, when I'm drinking rum, I'm like soft and affectionate. I'm just like really
Oh.
sad, but I don't know why. I'm just really sad when I'm drinking rum.
Why is the rum always gone? And then, yeah, I guess whenever I'm drinking like scotch, I feel chill. You know, I feel
Yeah,
I feel gentle.
that's me with wine. I feel like sleepy.
Oh
and
yeah,
chill.
wine's delicious. Yeah, I love wine. Okay, wine drunk is a very special type
Wine
of
is
drunk,
good.
in my opinion.
That
Okay.
is true.
Chaotic neutral for sure.
Chaotic
This one is
neutral.
a chaotic neutral.
If
always said
anything
thoughts on
describes
root beer.
chaotic, it's tequila. Nothing else, just
Thoughts on-
chaotic.
I
What
think
are your
root beer is
thoughts on root
delicious.
beer? Is root beer, because root beer is? Are we talking about like
It's
root
not.
beer soda? Not.
Yeah, root beer is not alcoholic, but I do like root beer. It's really
I like
pretty
root
tasty.
beer.
Mm-hmm.
I do like
beer is
root
pretty
beer.
good.
Yeah.
Hmm,
I know some people like it's. I think it's one of those acquired tastes where it's either you like it or you don't. Maybe. I do like root beer. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, I did not separate whiskey into different categories. We could. What would you say
No,
is the
that's okay.
most like probably known one that
It's definitely
under
gonna
whiskey?
be like
Probably
near the bourbon, American
bourbon,
whiskeys
right?
and bourbons, you know, that kind of area.
But would
I
you
do
like
have a good
what is the
alignment
difference
for
in
this.
taste though?
Oh man, like, do you want to talk about just American whiskeys, kind of? Because like that's a very special
There are a
like there's
lot.
actually like
That
a
is true.
legal reasons why different flavors are different.
When
You
you say
know.
Scotch whiskey, does that just mean it's Scottish?
Yep, it's made in like Scotland. Essentially.
Okay, essentially.
Yep.
It's
like
like when you say
legally
champagne,
by
it's
marketing.
made in Champagne
Yes.
region, like that. Okay,
Yes.
I
Yeah, it's like a
understand.
legal marketing like copyright essentially, right?
But
And
bourbon, what would the
yep.
difference of how would you say this whiskey's bourbon now?
So legally, for a thing to be called bourbon, like marketed as bourbon, it has to pass a few things, right? The mash, which is essentially like the grain used to make the whiskey, has to be like I believe has to be 50% more or corn. So it has to be at least 50% corn, right, to create to be for the mash. Then it has to be distilled in brand new oak burned barrels. So white oak barrels with like charred white oak barrels. They have to be brand new, okay? Um and then I believe it also has to be made in America, right? And I think it has to be aged a certain amount of years. I think like 5 or 6 years is the minimum, or 3 to 5 years, I think. So those four things have to qualify in order for it to legally be sold as bourbon, essentially.
I see. So is that more of like a marketing thing?
It was because it was a lobbying thing actually.
Oh.
Because the lumber like companies way back then, I think in Kentucky, essentially like lobbied the government and said like, if you're gonna make it whiskey, you gotta like you have to make it a brand new oak thing so that we don't run out of business or something like that, you know. So it got etched into law because of American law.
That is interesting that it has to be brand new oak.
So like what's a very popular, like Jack Daniels? That's not a bourbon. Jack Daniels is not a bourbon. That is a Tennessee whiskey, actually.
Ah.
It's and the process of making that is actually very
I do like
different.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Jack
has a very good, very unique. Well, not unique. It's pretty good and sweet, pretty neutral and sweet flavor, honestly.
My two
So
best
Jack
friends, Jack Daniels and Johnny Walker. My two
Those
best
two
friends.
you have a Tennessee whiskey and a Scotch blend. Johnny Walker is very popular though.
It is.
Mm-hmm. I have a strong feeling of where I want to align whiskey. Here.
I'm not a huge whiskey drinker. I do like Japanese whiskey though.
Japanese whiskey malt is very interesting, actually. It's the like a very quick like history of like Japanese whiskey, right?
Yes.
Japanese whiskeys essentially started because the person who created like Suntory, the Suntory branch of whiskey in Japan, basically went to Scotland, married a Scottish woman, and is like tried some of the whiskey, and they brought it back, and he's like, I want to make that. So he's a So like
As you should.
So like the person who made Japanese whiskey was like a Scottish boo or something.
That is
Scottish
interesting. I have
But he was
always
so
wondered like
inspired by
how
it,
the
you know?
Japanese ended up making whiskey.
It's because of Scotch, actually. So sometimes they'll import the same, actually legally another thing. So legally for something to become Scotch, they actually have to use ex-bourbon barrels, believe it or not. So once a bourbon barrel is done,
So
Scotland
old
buys
barrels,
it.
they
Yes.
ah
Scotland buys the barrels and then they make their Scotch out of
guys,
that. And then
recycling.
yeah, and I believe sometimes some Japanese whiskeys will do that, but they also sometimes go off on their own. They're on their own island to do what they want, and they make some very interesting craft scotches. you know. So
Yeah.
I can talk about whiskey all like it's my favorite
there
spirit.
are a lot
so
of like whiskey.
yes.
Like my brother is into whiskey, so he just gives
Mm.
me a taste. I'm just like, yes, give me
I'd
more.
love I'd love to. I love talking about whiskey a lot, and I love sharing. I love sharing and socializing about it too, because like
Yeah,
it's a very, very the
yeah. We
world of
should have.
whiskey is a
Okay,
very, very interesting.
one day I'm gonna get whiskey, and then we're gonna have whiskey talk.
Sure. Honestly, I'd love to bring back some like spirits 101 on like my bar someday,
Yeah.
and just talk about maybe bring on some guests like more than just like a couple. Not because I did it by myself before, or like with my bar patrons, but having a few guests maybe we can talk about. We could talk a little bit more about whiskey and tasting and try to like learn more about it. So
I'm gonna find us like talk more alcohol lore, bartender guy. Alcohol lore.
talk about alcohol or
The alcohol
I got
lore.
you. I got you. I'll do my best to bring back that kind of content. Honestly, anyone that drops by like my bar and also just talks about wants to know more about things.
Just ask.
Yeah. Just ask. And also over here, I'm trying my best to dump what I know of like alcohol and spirits here.
I am enjoying the alcohol lore.
in as much time as we have, but I'm having a great time right now.
I'm okay. Wait, but where would we put whiskey?
Absolutely lawful neutral.
Lawful. I was gonna say
is,
lawful.
in my opinion.
I'm
Like,
gonna say
it's
like,
also
I don't
it's
think
also
evil.
another
Yeah, definitely
it's
neutral.
another people love it and also people really despise it actually. I feel. Cuz like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that
It is
that
pretty-
have started when you start in the neutral evil, you become afraid of brown spirits. People are missing out so much. They're
missing
out
out.
on so much.
Don't start here. I'm so sorry, vodka.
But it's like I said, that's why it's evil. It's also marketed so well.
That is true. Okay, wait.
It's also
do I
the
have
cheapest
more
thing to
spirits?
create.
Let me think. I might already be heading into like. Okay, we could do wines.
You had brandies and cognacs, right?
Oh right. I don't think I put cognac. I think I put brandy though. I don't know why.
Yeah.
We could put. I mean, they are synonymous to each other, right? Sort
True.
of.
Yeah. Okay, like
So we could.
If
If it's
you
brandy,
wanna
it's brandy
arch it-
and cognac.
because brandy essentially is like it's a fruit spirit. Okay.
Yes.
It's like taking wine and then making it even more than wine. Honestly, distilling it further than wine. That's like you're starting to get close to brandy.
Wine, but with
I believe-
attitude.
Yeah. In a nutshell, like brandies, I think are like they're fruit-based spirits.
Yes, because
So-
brandy, I mostly see them in like baking recipes, right? Or like when you flambe something like bananas, that is good.
Yeah. This is also like a niche spirit because I feel like there's not a lot of opinion on it other than
Because
the people that buy expensive
personally,
cognacs.
I don't drink brandy. I don't.
Well, people like really like a Remy and cognac and like I know like a lot of people will take like shots of Hennessy, right?
Yeah.
Henny from the bottle.
Henny.
Hennessy is like a brandy. So, I wouldn't.
I don't know if I would say if it's evil. I think good. I would put it in
Yeah,
the
I
good
think it's
line.
in the good.
I would
I
put it
don't
in the
think it's
good
in the
line.
chaotic. I don't think it's in the
I
chaotic
would
really.
wait, lawful good.
Like part of me itches to say it's not lawful good, but at the same time, from the public opinion, it's like if it includes cognac, like in Remy and things like that, I think it's pretty pop. I think it could land in lawful good
Lawful
potentially,
good.
or
neutral
good
good.
around there. Like, does it
Huh.
live in the same space as gin and stuff?
And soju. Would I put it in the same space as gin and soju though?
I think I would put in lawful. Actually, then lawful
Yeah,
good. Seems
lawful.
okay.
I like how we decided
It's like-
because
it's like-
we don't
it's like-
we
it's
don't
like a
want to put
less-
it beside gin and soju.
Yeah.
So we'll put it.
It's like a lesser. It's like a lesser lawful good in my opinion. If I had to like.
Maybe we
give
put like a little bit
granularity.
in the middle. Just a
Sure.
little bit in the middle.
Sure. Yeah. That's
like
good.
slightly lawful good.
Okay.
That is great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
I
that's
could go
like
wine.
most of
I
the
think that's
base
most like
spirits.
basic spirits. Okay, guys, I know it just says wine, but we'll just say this is red wine, okay?
Sure. Let's just say it's wine
Because
in
I
general,
forgot
right?
to separate wines, and that was my bad. But I'm gonna put another photo of white wine, but this is red wine.
Ooh, yeah, I think I have a good idea for this one too.
Can I make
potentially?
also a point? You know how
Yes.
in like movies and in like series, the villain always has a glass of wine.
Yeah, it's either a glass of wine or a glass of cognac, right?
Or cognac.
Or bourbon or scotch,
some-
right?
Yeah. Like I would put it in the evil layer just because red wine just feels very evil. I'm going by the vibe. Red wine feels very
Oh, the
evil.
vibe. I see.
The vibe of wine.
Mmm.
But it could be
Waffle.
neutral as well. Or good. Oh damn. Wine is because wine
think-
is
That's why I was gonna lean it in the neutral area, to be honest, because like it's also one of, like you said, like it's got a there's a lot of people
I
that
would
love
put it
but
in
then
lawful
can
evil, but that's just me with like how I feel the vibe
a
is.
lawful evil. I'm trying to consider like that I can potentially be convinced in that. It's like what's gonna be the evil aspect of wine, right? Like, can you drink it so fast? You know?
Because wine is like it does give off like a high society, expensive, snobby
Well, so
vibe.
so does brandy, in my opinion, too.
Oh, yeah, that is
Right?
true. But like wine is just it. Well, brandy's less known, and wine is just more.
It is more widely
It
known.
is
you're
more
correct.
widely known as like the snobby, expensive type
It's
of
not
drink.
even, but it's not even that expensive.
It's
There's
not-
like
it
there's
is, that's
the
true.
classic.
Okay.
Was it the ten?
You
was
can
it the
get like
the $5
table wine.
$5 chuck or something?
You could get
like,
table wine.
What's it called? Is it called $10 chuck or something?
Yeah.
I think personally it would go into like lawful neutral probably, but you can lean it closer to
Okay,
lawful
can we
evil,
lead it in the
potentially.
middle?
Yeah, but I am feeling it in the lawful neutral because it's
We shall
it's so
lead it
common.
a little
you know?
bit evil.
Sure.
It gives me an evil
Yeah.
vibe. I like wine. I do.
Yeah.
Guys, have you tried holding a wine glass and wine, just swirling it in your hand?
Yes.
Do you not feel that evil energy?
What I feel is class.
You do feel classy. You do feel
But
classy.
it is tasty. I actually do not mind a nice bottle of wine or a cup of wine, or actually like sangrias.
Sangrias
so
are
good.
good. Okay,
yeah.
is it true that wine gets better the more it ages? I think that depends on the wine, right?
Once it's out of the barrel and into the bottle, there's not much change that's gonna happen, other than maybe evaporation from like the cork. But that's like really slow usually.
Mm-hmm.
Also, remember if you're gonna store bottles with cork, make sure you store it sideways so
Yeah.
that
Yes.
the cork does not dry out.
Yes. I have learned that the hard way.
Me too.
I've learned that the hard way. But I
So
think,
I think-
for like newer wines, it's not most of the newer wines, they don't really age it anymore. Like
Yeah,
it's meant to be you're meant to drink it. Not like you don't wait for it or anything, right?
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I think wine is a very good, straightforward, just thing to drink, especially with food. Ooh, wine pairing with food is delicious.
That is the popular fine dining option, wine. That's why we have sommeliers. See, sommelier is very synonymous to like wine, right?
Yeah, like wine sommeliers.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of snobby, but I like to learn from
It
them.
is.
I like to see
it
what they
is a-
talk.
See, I told you wine is a
talk about.
snobby drink.
It could be, but it's also the common person's drink. You know, it's such a common. That's why I think the neutrality is a great spot for it to live in. You know.
Yeah. I could see it. Definitely
So-
lawful. I definitely put it in lawful.
Yeah, I think lawful because like how accepted it is, right? In a
Yes.
way. So, okay.
Yes. Okay. Red wine.
I'm not contradicting myself with like this acceptance.
We're gonna put
did I say
white wine
acceptance?
too.
I think I said that like what did I say? I said that if it was widely accepted or like it's like liked or hated, it was gonna be good or evil, and then lawful, neutral, and chaotic was supposed to be. I'm trying to make sure my compasses for alignments are still consistent.
That's fine. Don't worry. I'm literally just going by vibe. This is for
Sorry,
me.
I'm
for
like
me,
putting,
it's all feeling. For me.
and I'm like here crunching the numbers in my head
I'm
as like a
that's
bartender.
all feeling
I'm
for
like,
me. White wine. Which do you
Oh,
prefer,
white
Sal? White or red? I do like red more.
I like red wine. I
Red,
like
red is
wine.
just. White
Yeah,
is
personally,
it really, but then it depends on my mood. If I'm like but
I think white.
Yeah.
I always associate white wine with just like nice and light and fruity.
and
sometimes.
fruity, exactly.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, lawful good maybe. For white wine.
I think it could honestly be near.
Or should we put it beside red? Like it doesn't matter if it's white or red. Could be neutral.
I'm actually honestly feeling close to the true neutral almost with
true
beer a
neutral.
little bit.
That's true. I feel like white
Because
wine.
because more people would, I think, will have that just straight up too. You know.
True. I feel
Just-
like
'cause,
white
like,
wine is
red
definitely
wines-
more approachable
Mhm.
than a
Red
wine.
wines are tough because like sometimes it can be so rich, right?
Mhm.
That's why it goes with food, right? So, but white wines are very, very popular, you know.
They are. I feel like you can't go wrong with white wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good beginner type of drink.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I agree.
Like how
a
beer is
sweeter-
a beginner drink, but cheap.
Well, it kinda
like
is,
there,
yeah.
but there are some beers that like that literally taste like
right.
not that
I mean,
good.
same thing with like some white wines. Like grappa is disgusting.
Ugh.
I hate
There are
grappa.
some wines that
But a Sauv Blanc, you know, a Sauv Blanc is
that's
pretty
good.
nice. I guess
Chardonnays.
technically, like, do you have sparkling wines here yet?
Not yet.
'cause, like,
I will
most-
put that. I don't
most
know if we
sparkling
should
wines
add
will be
rosé because
Nah,
I guess we can skip rosé.
I feel like rosé is in a more lighter white wine.
It's
kinda
is it
category.
rosé feels okay. I might be wrong, but rosé is basically like a white wine, but they put the peel for a short period of time, and that's why it turns pink. Is that it?
Maybe I actually don't know much about it, so
'Cause
I'm
I know
learning.
it's something about the peel, and
Mm.
and like for whites, I think they removed the grape peel, and that's why it's not.
Oh,
Or maybe I might be wrong. Okay, I
That
don't know.
would
Don't
probably
quote me on
make
this,
sense.
chat.
But
Don't quote me on
definitely-
this.
I definitely think like sparklings are in true neutral. Like I think sparklings are white wines.
Sparkling
I don't
wines,
see
yeah.
I don't see a red wine that is sparkling. Usually.
Not that much. They are.
Yeah,
it's
so I think-
mostly a white or a rosé that is sparkled.
I'm feeling true neutral here for this
Okay,
one.
I'm going to get a image. I'm searching the internet, guys. So I'm not sponsored, nor am I endorsing any of these brands.
Hmm.
These are just images I've seen in the internet.
Right.
True neutral.
can
Oh
definitely-
god. Okay.
That can
True
definitely go along with there. Sure.
with
I agree.
sparkling. Sparkling is great. Sparkling. Okay,
Yeah, it
Chad.
is.
If you like boozy brunch, if you want to have your alcohol in the morning, sparkling wine.
Sparkling wine and
Sparkling
orange
wine
juice.
in orange juice, mimosa. I do
finished
like
my mimosa.
prosecco with like in the morning.
Mm. I usually don't drink alcohol in the morning, usually, but
I've only
That's
done
just
it
because-
once. No, never mind. That was a lie. But I've only been drunk once in the morning, and that was because I did a boozy brunch thing where they had unlimited, free-flowing alcohol.
oh, let's go.
Let's
That sounds so good. That sounds so good.
It's
Oh
so
my gosh.
they had like you could get free flowing white or red wine, I think, and you can get prosecco, you can get bellinis, you can get mimosas, and I went
that sounds so
ham
good.
on all those drinks.
It's like a mimosa with some like hash browns and
Yeah.
eggs.
That's good. Damn.
Breakfast. Yeah, I
Perfect
agree with
breakfast,
this
guys.
true neutral.
True
I agree
neutral.
with this true neutral.
Champagne.
Yeah.
Okay, champagne chat is sparkling wine, but it's specifically called champagne because it's made in the Champagne region of France. So, yeah, you would classify champagne under sparkling wine.
Yeah, I think that's fine. That's
Yeah.
a fine spot to put in true neutral,
Yes.
personally. Yeah. All right, what's next?
There are
realize-
there are no evils yet, but that's because vodka is no, nothing can beat vodka.
Yeah.
We
Vodkas.
will find a
Fair.
way. We will find a way. Okay, I'm gonna go into like a little bit of the weird. No, I wouldn't say weird,
Sure.
but like
Other.
other like
We were
makgeolli. Have you tried makgeolli?
I have not. What is it?
So
What is?
from my understanding, it is also a rice alcoholic drink. You can you can get like different flavors of it too. And there is a very traditional way, but obviously the photo here, that's like what you can get in like a Korean grocery store. Yeah. It's also weirdly fizzy. I don't know why.
Okay.
It's milky.
I-
It is milky. It is it's weird because you know how it's not clear. So I would
Yeah, I see. It's
I guess
it's
it gets that from
it's
the
like
rice.
Cloudy.
Yeah, it's
It's
cloudy.
like cloudy, like nigori or something like that, almost. Okay.
I put this
Interesting.
here
Okay,
because
I
I do tend to drink either soju or I also buy some makgeolli sometimes. But I don't. I haven't tried the really traditional makgeolli, the one that like comes from a teapot. Because I've seen them have it in a teapot. I just get the ones you can buy from like the supermarkets, the bottled ones like
Okay.
these ones. It does look like
can-
milk, doesn't it, Chad? That's true.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a little milky kind of. It doesn't. It looks kind of tasty. I think.
I
I'm
would
kind of
think,
like
I would
sussed
actually
out being in a
say
plastic bottle.
if you buy like the flavored ones, like the peach one or the grape one, it does give the same vibe as soju, where that I think it's easy to consume. Like it's easy for people who
It
aren't
must-
really into alcohol to consume.
It must be then like in an area where, it's well liked. Then.
Yes,
Right?
maybe
could
I
put
could
it in
actually put it
neutral
with
good.
soju.
Yeah, I can put it with soju. I don't mind there. You know.
Wait, it does have like soju's definitely stronger than a
Right.
makgeolli. A makgeolli.
Yeah.
I just think of like a fizzy rice drink that's alcoholic. I can't explain
right.
it, but yeah.
Yeah. It honestly sounds. I'll have to try. I'll have to keep an eye out for it.
makgeolli.
And I will
Keep an eye
try
out
it.
for makgeolli. They have different flavors. The only ones I've tried is I think peach and grape, but I've heard that they have banana and
Oh.
I think like chestnut. I think that's the brown one. It's like the chestnut one.
I might have to try the original flavor first, and then we branch off to.
I don't
flavored
actually
stuff
know what the
someday.
difference is with nigori. But because they look alike,
Because
don't
it's
they?
fizzy? Well,
It may.
the macchiato is you said it's fizzy, right? So it's
Yeah.
carbonated. Usually nigori is not carbonated.
Carbonated. Because is nigori just like
So unfiltered.
unfiltered? That's
sake.
why it's milky.
Yep, it's cloudy. Yes.
Yes, I think they would be similar. I don't know why it's fizzy though.
Yeah.
I don't know why it
yeah.
has a vibe. I wouldn't say it's sparkling fizzy, but you do. It does have that. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to try it. I will have to try it.
Try it.
What does evil taste like? Evil tastes like when everyone just doesn't like it, but
Yes.
they do it anyways.
that? Isn't that like most alcohol?
Well, not really. Not for me. I like I like consuming certain spirits for the
Ooh,
flavor. and the-
Name,
and the
thank you for a
experience.
super
Oh,
chat.
Zal's and Nim's
arigato,
last
super.
alcoholic
Thank
drink.
you.
Also, what do you
Oh.
recommend bringing as a gift?
Okay,
What
what
was
was
Sal's and
our
Nim's
last
yeah.
alcoholic drink, and what do you recommend bringing as a gift? Maybe we could do like one per. You can answer and I can answer as well to have different
Well,
perspectives.
For people that happen to be in the like America or the northern hemisphere, the last thing that I just had was a hard cider, and I think it's a very, very good. I think it's a very, very good thing to just bring to a party during the fall, autumn months. You know, apple is a very popular fruit in America, actually. So I can recommend like bringing like a 6-pack of hard cider. You know, you can't go wrong with that. That's what I would recommend.
Yeah.
As a gift. Yeah.
That sounds good. I would love that as a gift.
I mean, if you want
well, I'm
something
having
that's, okay, if you want
sparkling
something fancier, if you want something fancier, like if you want to give a fancier gift, look for Calvados, and Calvados is apple brandy, so that's a if you're
Oh
gonna
wait,
give
I've
something
heard of
very
that. I've
fancy.
actually heard that name. Yeah.
So what would
I
you?
feel like that's a really good gift suggestion because I don't normally people give wine, right?
yeah,
I don't receive a
like-
lot of brandy. Normally, I
have a
see
Calvados, it's
wine
good.
being given out mostly.
It is a good gesture, right? It is a
Yes.
good gesture. But for just friends, they just want to chill. Like I think hard cider is just great to crack one open and drink together with friends.
Yeah.
What was your last alcoholic drink?
Well, I'm drinking sparkling wine now.
Right.
I guess that would
Right,
count.
right.
That would count as my last. I guess. I think
Mm-hmm.
previously to. Wait, what did I drink previously? It might be. I think I drank also wine. I think I drank a rosé before this. I have been drinking a lot of wine lately. But gift? I feel like that would depend on who you're giving. If it's like a lady friend
Right.
name, you know, wink wink. I feel like girls like rosé or like sweet wines. I personally like
Right, right.
rosé. I like maybe because it's light and it's nice to drink. But wine does give off a really basic gift feeling. But
it's
you
a
can't
nice
go
gesture.
wrong. You can't go
Yeah,
wrong with like
it's about the gesture. right?
yes. I think sparkling wine is good. You can't go wrong. They also I think you could also get like there are some pre-made sangrias that's already bottled. I think that would be cool too to like bring as a
Yeah.
gift. Like a
tasty,
pre-mixed
too.
cocktail would also be fun, I think. Yeah, I don't it really depend. It would really depend on who
have-
you're giving.
I have reservations about pre-mixed cocktails. Okay.
I mean,
so-
if you're giving someone who's lazy and doesn't really know, like just wants to drink it straight out,
I know, but
the bartender in
bartender,
you, the bartender in
yeah.
you is no.
I'd immediately throw that into.
Do you like
lawful
flavored
evil.
beer? I like flavored beer.
There are some interesting flavored beers, actually. I will agree. Like stout, like chocolate coffee stout. Oh my god, tastes so good, so heavy, but like oh my god. Yeah, when you said pre-mixed cocktails, that immediately
died,
goes
your
into
heart
my-
died.
that goes into lawful evil for me.
Name, don't give a bartender pre-mixed cocktails. Now you know.
Yeah, if you know your friend is a bartender, don't give them like a Truly or something, you know. I mean, like I'll drink a Truly. I'll like, but it's a gift, like a
Okay, I was
gesture,
thinking
just
of like something that's like craft.
like a pre-made craft
Like
cocktail
yes,
kind of thing.
because you know
Yeah,
when the
kinda.
pandemic happened, most bars
Yeah.
started bottling their cocktails because they couldn't open. So that became like
Right,
a
that's
very
true.
popular product, and that's what I was thinking. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant like the ones you get off the shelf or something.
No,
you know?
no, I was thinking of something you'd buy from like a bar. or something like
okay.
craft, something from like a
You
like
know-
a an online
Oh,
craft
okay.
brand is what I was thinking.
Okay.
I was
But
not thinking
I
of
still,
off the shelf like tequila
I
rose
do
or
still
something.
think it's kind of like oh tequila rose.
Tequila rose, yeah.
Where would those be sorted in our alignment chart? Like cordials, liqueurs, and stuff like that. Because those are interesting.
those are
Like
interesting.
all types of like
There's
cordials
so
and
many
liqueurs.
though.
There are so many.
That's why I didn't include much of them. Like I was thinking,
I put it in
should
chaotic. If you call it liqueurs and cordials, I'd honestly just put in chaotic. neutral.
Chaotic. Everything's chaotic.
It's pretty chaotic, you know.
It is chaotic.
It is.
Okay,
It's
we're going
definitely a chaotic.
next, I guess.
Yes.
In the
What's
weird
next?
weird territory. Weird.
All right. What are we
Okay.
doing
Oh
now?
wait. Did we shochu? Did I put shochu?
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 Oh, I put it with sake.
Sake.
honestly. I think
There's not much of a difference, is there? Is there? I don't
it's
really.
sweeter. It's actually
is it?
sweeter than sake. It's made with plum actually. So
Oh, so it's kind of like umeshu, but
Yep.
because I
Kinda,
actually
yeah,
put
yeah.
umeshu here. You know why? I drank it
Yeah.
recently. Just recently, I've tried it for the first
Mhm.
time, and see, I don't know why it didn't register that plum
Mhm.
is prunes. Prunes are made from plums, right? And
Yeah.
I don't like prune juice. And I don't know why it didn't register to me. When I bought it, I was so
Oh.
excited.
I apologize. Shochu is typically distilled from rice, barley, sweet potatoes, buckwheat, or
Ah,
sugar.
so it's from potato.
Yeah, it's from a starch. That's
From
what it is.
starch. Okay.
My fault.
So
my
no
apologies.
plum.
So-
No plum in shochu, guys.
It's actually like higher ABV than sake.
What? Okay,
Yeah,
then
much
I will.
higher. Maybe
I will write that down.
maybe it needs maybe it actually well maybe shochu now actually belongs in neutral good, actually. But
Oop.
yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
And then like
Honestly, I've never
umeshu-
tried. I just placed it in because I was searching alcohol list, and then I'm like, put more and more and more until I can
Yeah.
fill enough.
plum wine. I can.
Do you like
See it
plum? Have you tried
closer.
plum wine?
It
And
is.
do you
it's,
like
it's
it?
very sweet.
It is
Honestly,
sweet,
it reminds me of like a rosé or white wine actually.
but with the plum
personally.
taste.
Yeah, like it's
tastes
fruity.
like prune
it's like a
juice.
fruity. Oh, I don't think it tastes like
It tastes
straight
like
prune juice.
but it tastes like prune juice.
It's tart and sour, I guess. does that mean I guess I haven't had enough plum wine to have it? Does that mean that it goes into chaotic good? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Or like just neutral.
would-
Maybe just something
I
neutral.
will. I will.
don't know.
I will put it.
Oh.
Okay.
Chaotic
Here's the
evil.
thing.
Whoa,
I don't
whoa.
because I don't like prune juice. And I don't like
I
prune,
like
prune plum tasting things apparently.
if you want, well like
Okay, maybe I'll accept a chaotic neutral. I will accept a chaotic neutral.
is okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess a chaotic is okay for this. I'd lean this into like a neutral, but like so it's like I put on the left side of chaotic neutral, you know.
Yeah, a little bit
you want.
in the middle.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe.
Like
Vodka's really
te-
just like
oh yeah.
the only
Like
evil.
tequila is for sure. Tequila is for sure just like solid chaotic neutral for sure. You know. I
Oop,
agree. I 100%
okay.
agree. That's like a solid chaotic neutral.
Getting traumatized does affect your opinion. Yes, I was traumatized as a child. I was
Why do
forced to drink.
soju and shochu sound similar? I think isn't soju Korean and then shochu is Japanese?
Oh wait, is it?
Yeah. Is
Is
shochu
it?
is the Japanese
makes
distilled
sense.
spirit.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Japanese.
Okay, yeah,
Mhm.
like ramen and ramen.
Oh, did you
Oh.
put in baiju by any chance?
No, should I put it in? I can search it up.
Yes. Cause that was gonna be our first. I 100% put this
What
in
is that?
chaotic evil.
What is
It's
that?
a rice liqueur. It's a Chinese rice liqueur. And
Oh wait,
Oh.
okay.
fermented
this-
sorghum and other grains.
Why does this look so menacing?
Oh, it's sends shivers down my spine. Oh,
I have
man.
never tried this thing, but
I don't recommend it. It's
Now
an
that you mention
acquired
it, I
taste.
have not put any Chinese.
It's okay. You can just put this one. That's it, and that's all. Honestly,
I'm so sorry, China.
don't worry. I'll speak on behalf of like the Chinese Americans of my own culture. This stuff is vile.
Okay, would you put it in chaotic evil?
Chaotic
Chaotic
evil. Oh
So,
my goodness.
this
Because
is
people
from
do like it.
rice?
Yeah, it's sorghum and rice and other grains.
That is interesting.
So like, I don't know how to describe sorghum, honestly.
yeah,
but
what is
I
that?
just- Shit. Okay, Google, help me out. Sorghum is what the heck is it?
Ooh, wait, new.
It's a type of grain, I guess.
Ah, interesting. New
Okay.
challenge for you: make a
Okay.
baijiu cocktail and make it good. A new challenge.
I guess I have to try it. I'll try
You go.
sometime.
Make
I might
make
be able
your
to, but
get
I'll have
your
to taste.
greatest enemy and make it good.
Oh, I am Chinese. I forgive you.
Thank you
You
for
don't have to
forgiving
forgive
me.
Lawful evil is always the hardest to put. Well, you know what you're gonna do next Friday? I don't know. I have to buy a bottle of baijiu then and taste it and try to figure out its profile. Because that's the thing about
that
like
means
making
like
cocktails.
taste like drinking
Yeah, I
it
have to taste it
several
straight.
times.
Yeah. Maybe I'll maybe
That's
I'll like
the
it now.
true nightmare. That's the true like
or-
Halloween horror for you.
I know.
Halloween,
Oh my
Zao,
Oh.
Halloween horror cocktail inspired using your greatest nightmare. Baijiu.
But also I can make it look as deadly as I can. I can turn it green. I can turn it purple. I can turn it black if I wanted to. I'll turn it. I'll make it like
Literally
look
a
like
witch's
dark,
potion.
like- I'll literally make it look like the paint water you use whenever like people like paint.
that I
Okay.
will. Let me know if you made made one.
I'll have to buy some baijiu. You know, Hong Kong. Waha, woo.
Ooh, Walker, what is the most I don't know. Oh, guys, from your country, what is the most
Yeah, from-
popular like alcoholic beverage in your country?
Yeah. What do you? Yeah. What do you guys? I'm
It's like
like
for
I'm
us,
just
it's obviously beer.
I'm cursed
San
with
Miguel beer
being-
specifically.
I am cursed with being, you know, essentially a Chinese American. So I've unfortunately lost a lot of my own language. Beer, that makes sense. You know, beer is actually
Yeah,
beer is pretty
cheap.
straightforward.
and
You know, for that. Yeah. That's a reason to
Tequila,
subscribe.
ooh.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, the
Tequila.
subscription.
I'm
I
guessing
like
Juan is from Mexico. Or is that racist to say?
Uh-huh.
Because it's tequila.
No, it's because it's made. It is made.
is made in
there. Or
Mexico,
the most,
so
the most
it
is
should-
the most
should
tequila
be.
is made there.
Yes.
Like most of tequila, and like same thing. You know how like mezcal has to be
Mezcal
made
is
in
also
that area, right?
in that in
It has to
Mexico.
be made. It's like the whole champagne thing, you know, like mezcal.
I would say
Mezcal
like
region or something.
France, probably wine, right? Most consumed.
Yeah, and brandy. Brandy.
And
is
brandy.
probably
I could see
pretty
that.
popular, maybe. But beer is like universal. right?
Universal. We do have in the Philippines. We do have a alcohol from coconut.
Oh.
It's called
that sounds really
lambanog.
Come on. How's it taste? Does it taste good?
I don't quite like it. Ooh, I don't quite like it, but maybe I've just had like the wrong type of lambanog.
Fair.
I mean, good,
fair.
good. I'll have to keep. I haven't tried a lot, so I'll have to keep looking for. Maybe it's because I tried like a sketchy looking coconut alcoholic coconut. I don't know. I'll have to buy like a good one maybe.
Yeah. We need to find a lawful evil spirit.
Damn,
now
is there
to
though?
fill out this chart.
Oh, I forgot.
Um,
I did put mead. I have
think
never
mead
tried
is-
mead though. Ooh, why did I
It is-
replace
It
that?
is pretty tasty. It is pretty tasty. I would put mead in like near
Why
rum,
is mead
honestly.
taking up everything? What is happening to mead?
What the heck? Why is mead? being
Why are
so
you? What is
crazy?
happening to mead?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I honestly put meat in with a chaotic good personally.
Chaotic good. I could see that beside rum.
Personally.
True.
Yeah,
I could see
it's a
it beside
similar.
rum.
I'd say it's like a similar
Because it's
molassesy
from
kind of like
a
flavor.
sugary.
Honey.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
from honey, so it's like
as
sugary.
rum, because rum is also from like sugar cane and everything. So meat is good. Meat is pretty delicious actually. But like it can also get you fucked up.
No way, really?
The amount of sugar in it, right? There's a lot of sugar,
Okay,
a
that
lot of
makes
like
sense.
sweetness to it, right?
That it sounds fattening.
But it's also like really widely accepted. Like people like it, you know.
I would
I
say
think.
so because it is from honey.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to. Have I tried meat? I'm thinking. I don't think I've had meat. I've just heard about it because I have a friend who's very, very, very into meat.
Oh yeah. I heard like making meat is also pretty easy too.
That's what they say. They say meat is
I also
easy
see
to do
in your
on
list.
own.
I'm just peeking. I'm peeking at your list, and I see you also have like Jägermeister.
Yes. Okay. I put in some liqueurs, but the ones that you'd probably drink straight up, like not. Because if I put like Kahlua, for example, you don't really do you drink Kahlua on its own?
It's too sweet.
Not
It's too
really. But I mean, for
No,
a
I don't.
like people shot Jaeger, right? I don't like Jaeger.
They
I'll
do
be honest.
shots of Jaeger.
They do shots
Jaeger
of
is-
Jaeger.
Jaeger's absolutely a chaotic, in my opinion.
I would put it
It's
in
neat. It
chaotic
has-
evil.
I wouldn't mind doing that too. It is sweet though, right? It's very, very
Apparently,
like,
it's
herbal.
an herbal like
Yeah,
cure, right? It's I
It's
don't know what
very
herbs in
herbal.
it, but it is herbal.
yeah. I'd be interested in trying like mixing Jaeger with gin maybe someday. What if you had
Ooh.
what if you had a little bit of Jaeger to like just a bar spoon of Jaeger to your gin and tonic? Wonder what that would do.
Ooh.
So, yeah,
You
it's
see, I
definitely
want
an
to
evil.
try experimenting, but I don't want to buy like a whole huge bottle, right?
Then
you're gonna have
maybe
to
find like the small, yeah,
A small Jaeger.
yeah, small bottle.
I will
of
try to
Jaeger,
find
maybe.
a small Jaeger. Yes, Jaeger is evil.
Oh,
Thank you.
oh,
Thank you.
I also see. Okay, I think you know what. I think Irish.
Oh yeah, Fido,
cream.
thank you so much for dropping by the way. Goodbye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Irish cream, aka Bailey's. If you're I think Bailey's is probably the most
It is
notable.
delicious.
It's so good,
It
but
is.
it's not something you drink a lot of.
No.
It's very heavy.
I'm almost. I want it. I'm trying to like convince myself it goes in lawful evil. But
I would say it's evil. Just I don't know.
if that's the case, if we can,
I know it is
lawful.
it is one of those universally accepted drinks that
Yeah,
that people
it
say,
is.
that most people say it's good. I don't know if I've
Yeah.
met anyone who said that they don't like the taste of Bailey's. I don't know.
Yeah, and I can. Well, that I guess that in a way reaches into the good territory because it's like universally tasted good, right?
Oh, I
You know,
guess
like
so.
in terms of acceptance, right?
But evil in a way that I'm trying to think
So-
like how it could be evil.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic
Maybe.
good, I think. Yeah.
I
But it
think
is,
so.
like-
we got it. I'm trying to stay true to our compasses, right?
Irish cream. Chaotic good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's okay.
Usually like
That's
when
an
I have
okay thing to put.
when I mix Baileys with things, it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't finish a glass.
It's so rich, right?
It's so rich. You have to I think
Yeah.
you're so you must dilute it somehow.
Oh, I know what to put for lawful evil.
Or should we put the absinthe in the lawful evil? I don't think I put absinthe.
Actually, wait, that's actually really good. Actually, that's actually close. That's close enough to what I was originally thinking. You know what? Absinthe is absolutely a lawful evil.
Absinthe, guys. I
I was gonna say after absinthe, you should put like Everclear.
Oh yeah, we could put that too, guys. Have
Because
you
the
had
reason
absinthe?
why I would say, oh yeah,
Isn't absinthe the alcohol that was poisonous at one point? Was it that
absinthe
one?
is like, it's like a very very strong liqueur, and it's like a very very herbal liqueur, kind of like almost a Jägermeister, but like in terms of society, I think it's more widely accepted.
Accepted. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, in society, but like
Inside. What's
not
with the sugar
as-
cube, by the way? I've heard
Oh.
like you're supposed to put sugar, like
Yes.
put water in the
So
sugar. And
there
drip
is
it?
the way that you're supposed to like have absinthe is you pour a shot into a glass like that, right? And you put the spoon over it, with a sugar cube, and then you I think it's like you slowly drip water over the sugar cube and have it melt. I think, or maybe it's like actually, I think actually no, sorry. I think
Was
it's
it
the
lemon?
absinthe is supposed to drip. I think the
Oh, you
absinthe is
drip.
supposed to drop.
Oh, so you pour the absinthe on the sugar,
Yes.
and
I
then you
think
drink with the whatever drops down in the glass.
Yeah, let me quickly look up.
There is,
'cause
I do know that this is the one with the sugar thing, and there's like a spoon it comes with. If you actually buy absinthe, sometimes it comes with the spoon with the that looks like a grater. Which is
Boy,
interesting.
this sounds so cool. Listen to this. So the Bohemian Method is a recent invention that involves fire.
What?
And it involves putting the slotted spoon over the glass, putting the sugar cube, soaking it with absinthe, and then lighting the sugar on fire, and then dropping it in.
Wow, when did absinthe get so like
It is also high
so
class.
edgy?
It's
I
evil.
didn't know
Oh,
absinthe was
it's
so
been, yeah.
edgy.
But yes, you're supposed to like drip water over the cube and have it melt into the
Into the absinthe. Yes,
it was
well,
it was
it
one
got
of those
drip.
like very high class kind of things too.
Ah.
Because people would hallucinate because of
Okay,
absinthe.
that's what I was thinking. There was like,
Mhm.
I don't think, obviously now, I don't think you hallucinate, but didn't they say before absinthe would make people hallucinate?
Yeah. That
Before.
supposedly like the belief was the wormwood in it would make people like how it had like hallucinogenic properties, but I don't think it was really proven to believe. Like
Okay,
actually,
so
it was like something with
it's
the
not
wormwood
true.
oil.
It's not true, guys. It's a myth.
Well, I don't know. I haven't done much research, but it's mostly about like the wormwood, I'd say. So absinthe dripping. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I think lawful evil is
Lawful
perfect
Evil.
for absinthe. Actually.
amazing. I think that's all
Yeah.
I have, but we
Wow,
can
Yeah.
add more because it's just as easy as basically
That's honestly
get
a
it.
really good.
Taking
This is a
photos.
very very good distribution, in my opinion. Actually.
Yeah.
You know, this is a very good distribution of stuff. Actually, I was gonna say like Everclear, but that's just vodka that's 80%
That's
or something.
80%. Oh, like a
Because
strong
The
vodka.
reason why you'd use absinthe is to Everclear is to extract flavors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moonshine, where does moonshine go?
I haven't had moonshine.
If I put whiskey at lawful neutral, I'm putting moonshine in chaotic neutral. Moonshine is I want my alcohol now. It's really close to like also
Wait, it is.
vodka, honestly.
What is the percentage of this? What is this? I have not. Oh, it's
moonshine?
corn.
So moonshine is essentially just like remember when I said that everything starts off as like a vodka kind of?
Yes.
So before things are added to a bourbon barrel, it's kind of just like what's called moonshine, right? And it became very notorious in United States because people would try to make bathtub moonshine and stuff
Oh,
like
dear.
that. And people, because of the amount of ethanol and like bad chemicals in alcohol, people would drink it and literally go blind.
Oh, do not go blind, please, guys. Wait, where would we
Chaotic.
put it?
I think it's
Chaotic?
in a chaotic neutral. Or
Or
no, a chaotic neutral kind of.
But it made people blind.
It kind of is in an evil too.
It made people blind.
It can make people blind if you don't make it right.
That okay.
But that's almost any liquor too.
We'll put
Yeah.
it in
Yeah.
a little bit over.
I
Could
don't
be
mind that.
evil if you
Sure.
don't make
I-
it properly.
I would lean the plum wine closer to like good, honestly, personally.
We could put it.
You can
I
be-
like
you
how
can put it
there's
in the-
there's
in
there's like
between,
mid.
yeah.
There's like a mid level. I don't want to. There we go. I don't want to
Yeah,
cover
that's fine,
the.
that's fine.
There we go. There.
This is I think this is a pretty good distribution. Wow.
Wow. I didn't. We
Wow.
went through a lot of alcohol actually.
This is actually all of these on this like right here is like essential. I think essential for making like a good commercial bar. Well, maybe. At least like one of each here, maybe.
Mm.
Potentially. At least the main spirits
Probably
for
not
sure,
the like
right?
the weird ones.
Well,
The-
yeah, maybe.
Probably not much. I mean, sake, yes. Shochu, maybe
Mead
not.
being- Mead being a chaotic good. It's like you're trying to make beer, but you're using honey instead. That's how I see. Like mead is just like, but this is pretty good. It's
Chaotic
like honey
good.
liquor. Yeah, it's a chaotic good.
It's great.
Can
I like how the chaotic.
standing-
Can I just say the chaotic good ones? They're basically sweet and milky and like creamy.
Yeah.
There's like the sweet
Or rum is
ones,
the
and then
perfect. I still view rum as like the perfect solid chaotic good, right?
It
It's, like,
is.
solid.
chaotic
Right.
good. Amazing.
Tequila is a solid chaotic neutral. Beer is a solid true neutral. Whiskey is a solid lawful neutral.
Okay, fine. Maybe
No.
I now that I look at the choices for chaotic good, I would say plum wine. I'm trying not to have my
Your bias.
my
Your
bias
biases.
ruin things. My bias about
Right.
plum and prune juice.
Right. Like I said, like if you were to ask me where I would put like gin 3 years ago, I would put in like neutral evil or chaotic evil. But like because I've now have a little bit more experience with all these spirits, I'm like I can generally feel a vibe in this here.
I
Gin
like
is
this. I like this set.
I think
Yeah.
I think gin is a very just straightforward good. It's a good thing to get into, but not a lot of people. If you don't like it, you don't like go for it. You don't hate it, but maybe there are people that would hate it, but I think it's much better than vodka for sure. Vodka seems kind of lonely being the only neutral. Good. No. It belongs.
No,
it
vodka
deserves
is
being
on
lonely.
it's in a league on its own.
Yeah, it's quite literally the definition of like a neutral
evil.
Because it's a neutral spirit. It's a neutral evil spirit. Get it? Neutral evil.
A
It's a
neutral
neutral
evil.
spirit.
Yeah,
Because
it
like
is.
most vodkas are always marketed as neutral spirits. So
Pilk.
what about pilk? Oh, we're not. Oh, you forgot to
No.
put cocktails actually, right? Did you have like cocktails?
I
over
did
around
not
here?
because I thought that would be like really long.
Oh no, I meant like just general cocktails. Actually no, leave this as just spirits. This is-
Yeah,
that's
just
the basis.
as it is, not
Yeah.
mixed together with other things. Just like as it is.
Pilk pilk alignment
Pilk.
chart. If I had to put
Can
pilk,
you spike pilk?
I
Shall we
mean,
spike
you can,
pilk?
you can spike anything.
You can spike
if
anything
you want
with vodka.
with vodka.
With vodka. If I learned something today, it's that you can spike anything with vodka.
I don't think you can drink a Molotov cocktail because it's petrol.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't think you can drink petrol or something.
What happens if you mix them all together?
Mix what all together? All of this?
All of
You get the
these?
you get the
This is-
drink of the gods.
I don't know about that.
It'll taste disgusting.
It will
tastes
be
absolutely
very
disgusting.
weird to mix everything together.
God, it'd be awful.
You
It'd be
you won't even
gross.
taste like I don't know what do you like which would you like if we mixed everything here together, what would be the most prominent flavor then?
Okay, and if I were to like, are we mixing it all equal proportions?
Let's say they're all equally one shot, a shot each,
all equally one shot.
like a one jigger.
You obviously won't taste vodka. You won't taste any of the wines.
Probably
here.
not. I would say no.
You would
yes.
probably taste all the absinthe.
So it's the absinthe.
Because absinthe, if you do one shot of absinthe, that you're gonna just get a mouthful of like licorice and anise, star anise.
Mm.
But
Will
it
the
might be
absinthe
fighting.
overpower the baijiu?
I don't know. I think it would because herbal stuff is just so really strong.
That's true. It is herbal.
It'll probably mask the baiju.
Yeah, I can't
But-
imagine absinthe and Jaeger in one drink.
I guess that like solidifies lawful evil, being that like this one dictates such strong flavor almost. But with great power comes great responsibility. A lawful evil, right?
Yes, that truly I agree. Absinthe, lawful evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is
We
a
did
good chart.
it. We
Yeah.
did a chart.
Screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Otsu.
download
Wow,
this.
I'm impressed.
Thank you
Download it, yeah, I wanna
guys. Thank you,
share
chat. Yeah, I think that's it for us today. I think I've already been streaming for almost 2 hours. So that's
go.
good. That's good. That's a great
Yeah.
time.
Is 2 hours kind of like 2 hours is like
2
good
hours
for
is
me
the
too,
time I normally stream.
Yeah.
I'm not much for long hour streams.
Yeah. I only
I
do
don't have
long
the
hour streams if
stamina
I'm
for that.
working, or
Yeah.
if I'm working on something. It's just like.
I could see it for
go.
gaming. I could see like long hour streams for gaming. But
Yeah.
most of my stuff are 2 hours, 3 hours max.
Mhm.
This is great. This is a great time to end it. I
It's
think.
perfect length. Perfect
Perfect.
length. Thank you so much, Nym, for inviting
Thank
me
you,
to
Zal.
your
Thank you
cafe.
for teaching me all about
deli.
alcohol and
Anytime.
we could
Honestly, we
also
should definitely do it again sometime.
definitely. I would love to learn more about alcohol. I think Chad also learned a lot about alcohol. I don't know if I made
anyone
you guys
else,
into
yeah.
alcoholics, but
Yeah, just everyone remember to drink responsibly too, right? That's a very important thing.
Also, guys, check out Zal's links in the description. Since Zal
Thank you very much.
streams a lot of bartending stuff, so if you're interested in
Yeah.
watching bartending, mixology, and music,
Oh yeah,
And
I
music.
sing sometimes. I sing in mix sometimes, right?
just like,
Yeah, I like doing that.
casually, yeah, I can sing and mix too.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like usually, more often. Music's kind of like a thing, yeah.
You're a
Yeah,
bartender
but-
and a bard in one.
Bartender,
Bartender.
a bard, a mixer, and a mixologist.
Just. Thank you, everyone. Good night
thank
or good
you,
morning,
Otsu.
wherever you guys are.
Good morning, yeah. Otsu, thank you so
Bye.
much.
Atsu, thank you for coming. I'll see you guys next stream. Bye bye. Thank
Alright,
you.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
この番組はご覧のスポンスの提供でお送りします。